The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show. Yeah!
Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of the Pool Guy Show. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about doing your own swimming pool or maintaining it yourself versus hiring a pool service professional. So I'm going to go over the pros and cons of both hiring someone and also doing the pool yourself. And this week's podcast is brought to you by InyoPools.com. InyoPools has been helping pool owners find the right pool parts since 2001. With over 50,000 pool parts in stock, order online today and have the parts delivered right to your door. And this week's episode is also brought to you by Riptide Vacuum Systems. The Riptide Vacuum System is a great way to get large leaf debris off the bottom of a pool. If you service pools for a living, the Riptide Vacuum will save you a lot of time and effort removing large debris from the bottom. You can learn more about the Riptide Vacuum at www.riptidevac.com. So let me start by going over some of the things you're going to have to do if you want to maintain your swimming pool by yourself. So the first thing you have to know is that maintaining your pool takes a lot of time and effort, and one of the things you're going to have off the top is time. So you're going to need time to check the pool chemistry, also to keep the pool clean every week, and to do any kind of maintenance on the equipment, like cleaning the filter, or if you have any problems, you have to troubleshoot that. So one of the main elements that you need to have is time. If you don't have the time to maintain your pool, I would definitely suggest hiring a pool service company. If you have the time, then you're going to have to develop some knowledge and skills about the pool. A lot of times you'll buy a house, and this will be the first pool you have. So there's a big learning curve on actually how to maintain the pool. And there's a lot of aspects to the pool care that you need to be aware of. And the first one is to keep the water balanced. The natural state of water is, of course, a swamp. And with the pool, you have the filter and pump circulating the water. And it's up to you to maintain the water chemistry and balance the water properly. If the water gets out of balance, it will be unhealthy to swim in. You'll have bacteria and viruses developing in the water, and people will get sick. If you've ever swum in a pool that wasn't balanced correctly, didn't have the right level of chlorine, then you've probably got an ear infection or come down with a sore throat or any kind of ailment. And when I was a kid, I was at my neighbor's pool, and a couple days later I got really sick with an ear infection and a sore throat. And I can tell you now that the pool was not safe to swim in with the knowledge I have now, but back then I didn't know any better, and I jumped into the pool. It was cloudy. So you have to keep the water balanced to make sure it's a safe swimming environment. So if you have small children and you're unsure about keeping the water balanced yourself, I would definitely hire a pool service professional to keep the water balanced, just for the safety. You don't want your kids getting sick, getting an ear infection, and getting really ill. And that'd be one factor to consider when you're thinking about doing it yourself. Can you maintain and balance the water? And if you have the right knowledge and skill, you can do this. I have a lot of videos on balancing your water, using the BBB method of pool care, and using a test kit, and how to read the chlorine level and the pH. And again, the pH, if it gets too low, you'll have the burning eyes and itchy skin. So the balance of the water is really critical if you're going to do it yourself. So the next thing you want to focus on when you do your own pool service is cleaning the pool. And depending on where your pool is located, this could be difficult or it could be easy. If you're in Florida and you have a screened-in pool, it's probably not that much effort to keep the pool clean every week. But here in California, where we have a lot of trees and a lot of grass, keeping the pool clean week to week does become more difficult. So keep that in mind too. You may spend more time cleaning your pool than it's actually worth. Just hiring someone may save you that time, and you can utilize that time in your profession and actually make more money by hiring someone. Instead of spending an hour cleaning your pool every week, that hour can be applied to whatever profession you have to make more money, which will pay for the service. So keep that in mind too, that cleaning the pool sometimes requires a lot of time and effort, and you want to keep it clean mainly to make it swimmable each week, and also to keep it from using up a lot of chemicals or from having any kind of staining from organic debris in the pool. One trick that you can do is get an automatic cleaner. You can invest in a good automatic cleaner. A suction side, a pressure side, or a robotic cleaner would be fine. And I have a lot of videos on my channel also covering the 3 different cleaner types. And on my website you can find also a list of the different cleaners that I recommend for your pool. So investing in an automatic cleaner will definitely save you some time on cleaning your pool yourself. but you have to realize that you do have to spend time out there every week cleaning the pool to keep it maintained and keep it safe to swim in. So there's no doubt you can get the knowledge to maintain your own pool. I have a lot of videos on my channel that go over the chemistry, go over the cleaning tools you're going to need, how to clean the pool, and automatic cleaners. And I have an ebook also available that covers all of this in one concise guide. You can order from my website for $9.99, and the website is swimmingpoollearning.com. So, maintaining your own pool definitely is doable, but keep in mind the drawbacks I mentioned about keeping the water balanced and having the time to clean it every week. And the time you spend cleaning it, you may be worth hiring someone to clean it. So the average cost, I would say, for maintaining the pool yourself, with the cost of equipment, whatever you invest in every year. If it's in a year-round pool where it's open all season, like in California, Arizona, Nevada, and most parts of Florida, figure you're going to spend $200 to $300 a year on chemicals and some equipment to maintain it. Some more tips I can give you on maintaining your own pool is keep a weekly schedule. Go out there once a week at a certain time and a certain day. That way you can maintain a weekly schedule of checking the chemicals and balancing the water and cleaning the pool. I know some of the pool forums will suggest avoiding the pool store at all costs, but you definitely want to go into the pool store when you're having problems. You want to avoid buying a lot of chemicals that they will offer you that you may not need. Basically, you just need the basic stuff to maintain your pool. But if you do start developing problems with algae or balancing the water, take a water sample into your local pool store and they'll be happy to check it for you and help you get your pool back in shape. And just avoid impulse buying while you're in the pool store. A lot of the pool stores that are locally mom and pop owned will have really knowledgeable technicians behind the counter that will help you. You also want, again, I mentioned investing in an automatic cleaner. That's definitely a must if you're doing it yourself to keep the pool clean. You may want to invest in all new pool equipment. I know this sounds contrary to saving money, but if you have a new filter, a variable speed pump, and if you have an old heater, you may want to replace that too. And with new equipment, especially a new filter and pump, the water will be a lot easier to maintain. And definitely, you can listen to the podcasts I've done previously on different filter types. But having new equipment really makes the job a lot easier. And that's a one-time investment, basically, to make maintaining your pool for several years very easy. So consider doing that if you have really old equipment back there, small filter. Replace all that with new equipment, and maintaining your pool will be very easy. So now let me talk about hiring a pool service company to maintain your pool. And I mentioned some of the reasons why you may want to hire someone. A reliable company will keep your pool water safe. They'll keep it balanced for you every week, and you'll know that it's safe to swim in, especially with your children. They can jump in the pool at any time during the week, and you'll know that they're not going to get sick. So a reliable company will keep your water swim ready each week and balanced, and keep any illness from happening in your family. Another reason to hire a pool service is the time. A pool professional will maintain your pool every week for you, and I mentioned that you can utilize this time in your profession to make more money to pay for the service. So it's logical in some cases to hire a pool service company. If you don't think you can maintain the pool yourself, you definitely want to hire someone to maintain it for you. If you just bought a house with a pool and you don't know anything about the pool, I recommend hiring someone at least for the first year. That way you can just worry about other aspects of home ownership. You're going to have a lot of other things to deal with in the house, and not worrying about the pool will take a big burden off of you. So definitely consider hiring someone in that case. You also want to hire someone if you're not able to maintain the pool, if you're elderly or if you're incapacitated in some way, and it may be even dangerous for you to try to maintain your own pool in that case. And I know some people that could get hurt trying to do their own pool. So you definitely want to hire a pool service company in that case. If you have parents that are elderly, you may want to chip in and hire a pool service professional to maintain the pool for them. That way they don't have to do it and possibly get injured out there doing something that they shouldn't be doing. You can also prevent costly problems by hiring a pool service company. A reputable company will check the equipment every week to make sure it's running properly. And with their knowledge and experience, they may notice a problem developing that will cost you several $100s, and they can actually prevent it by fixing it on the spot, and that thereby saving you money there. Also, hiring a pool company will keep your pool equipment running a lot longer. If you hire someone, they'll clean your filter on a regular basis, which will keep the pump running better. They'll also empty the pump basket for you in the skimmer basket, which will allow the pool to run a lot better. And I've seen a lot of motors and pumps burned out when the homeowner doesn't clean out the pump basket. The pump's not running well, and it's not pulling the water in there, causing water leaks or air getting in there, and the motor will burn out prematurely. So the equipment lifespan, if you hire a reputable company, will last a lot longer in most cases. And it's just the convenience, I think, of having someone go back there every week that knows what they're doing, to balance your pool water, to check the pool equipment, to make sure everything's running, and to keep your pool swim ready so you can jump in anytime during the week. As far as cost of service, it varies widely by your region. Here in my area, the cost can range anywhere from $95 to $120 a month. I know some areas of Texas, it goes as high as $140 a month. Parts of Florida are also in the $120 range. And other parts of the country are in the $90 range, $85 range. So depending on your region, the price of service will vary. And depending on your pool size, of course, the price of service will vary also. A much larger pool will cost more to maintain, so you're going to have a higher service rate for that. So figure anywhere from $1,200 to $1,400 a year for an average pool service. Sometimes maybe higher depending on your region, sometimes lower depending on your region. So it all depends on the area of the country that the pool is located in, and that'll determine the service rate. So let me go over some things to look for when you hire a pool service company or professional. The first thing you want to make sure is that they have good references. So when they come to give a bid, of course, see if they look professional. You can tell right away pretty much how they're dressed or how they approach you. If they shake your hand or make good eye contact and they talk like they know what they're talking about, then you should be at ease that this person may be a good fit for you. So a second thing you want to do is ask for 3 or 4 clients that they currently have as references. And a good company will have a website up there. You may be able to read the Yelp reviews on them and to check the references online also. It's a good idea to call 2 or 3 people that they service and ask how they're doing. And, that's a good way to check up on the service. A lot of the times a neighbor will recommend the service company, which is a good thing. I think, word of mouth is the best way to pick the service company in some areas of the country. And check out their website. Again, look at their Yelp reviews or any kind of online reviews they may have. You also want to make sure that they have a current business license with the city they service in. And you also want to make sure that they have insurance. They should be carrying a general liability insurance policy with at least $1 million per occurrence. And you never know when you're going to have a problem or an accident. You may have a chemical spill or something of that kind, or something else may happen where there's some liability involved. And if you hire someone with no insurance, then you have no recourse against that company. If they have insurance and there's an accident or something happens at your particular property, you know that you have peace of mind knowing that they have insurance. And the general liability insurance acts a lot like auto insurance when there's an accident or some kind of liability, and the insurance company will do the payout in that case. So it's really important to have the liability insurance policy for anyone that's doing pool service, and especially if you're doing commercial accounts. If you're a property management company and you're looking to hire someone to maintain the pool, they definitely need to have a liability insurance policy, because you don't know what's going to happen. Chances are you'll never have a claim. There'll be no problems or no accidents and no liability, but you can't be sure of that 100%. So it's always good to have the insurance policy in place, so you have peace of mind with the service company that's maintaining your pool. So make sure they have that license from the city and that they're also insured. And if they're doing commercial accounts, you want to make sure that the pool professional is CPO certified. This is a certification that's granted them, allowing them to service commercial pools. Most cities will require this if you're going to have someone service your commercial account. So make sure that they're CPO certified. And if you're a pool owner in a residential area and you want to hire someone, them being CPO certified is actually a good thing also. It allows you to know that they are certified to maintain a pool. They know how to balance the water. They know all the aspects about chemistry and all the different aspects of maintaining the pool. So being CPO certified, if you're a pool professional, is a good thing. And I definitely recommend doing that, getting certified in that area. Even if you don't do commercial accounts, being CPO certified is a good thing, and it's also required in a lot of different states. So be aware of that, and when you're hiring someone, to look for that CPO certification. And if you're a pool professional, you definitely want to get CPO certified in your area. So those are some of the things to look for when you hire a pool service professional. Professional appearance, you want to make sure that they have the license and insurance. If they're doing a commercial account for you, make sure they're CPO certified. And in most cases, even a residential pool, you want to make sure they have the CPO certification. Make sure that they have a good set of references from their clients. And you want to make sure that they are going to show up on a weekly schedule, same time, same day, week to week, so that you know when they maintain your pool. A lot of pool professionals will send you a text message after they service it. They'll have a service log they sign into, and that gives you peace of mind that they're actually showing up every week. And you can pretty much tell when the person is not doing a good job on your pool. It won't be clean, or won't be clear. So keep an eye on that also. There are a lot of very good pool professionals out there that you can hire. On my website, I have a list of some pool service companies in different areas that you can look at. These are all pool guys that I know personally, and that also are on my Patreon site. And I have a lot of listings in different states. So check that out if you're looking for a pool service professional to hire. You want to hire a company that's very reputable and that's going to be very professional and maintain your pool, because you're investing a lot of money in the service. You want to make sure that it's done correctly and done right every week. And also note that hiring a pool company is a luxury, like a house cleaner or a gardener. So if you don't have the budget for it, you really can't hire someone to maintain your pool. If you go for the really, really low cost pool service, chances are they're not going to do a good job, and you're not going to be happy with the money you're investing in that company. So realize that if you have the budget to hire someone, and if you want to save time and energy and effort, definitely hire a pool service company. And if you can't afford the cost of the service, then you're going to have to do the pool yourself. So make a block of time to check the chemicals and clean the pool every week, and try to maintain the pool the best you can on your own if you can't hire someone, which again is very doable. If you watch my videos, there's online forums you can go to that will help you also with the pool care, and go into the local pool store and ask the person behind the counter for tips. And you can definitely do it yourself. It's doable with the time and knowledge. So I mentioned my ebook at the beginning of this podcast, and if you're interested in a resource that has everything you need to maintain your own pool, you can definitely get the ebook. I also have sections in the ebook for the pool service professional. I go over the general liability insurance. I go over some tips on how to start a pool business, and I go over just various aspects of the business in the ebook also. So the ebook has sections for just about everyone, from the do-it-yourself homeowner to the pool service professional. So definitely pick up a copy of the ebook. It's $9.99, and you can find it on my website, swimmingpoollearning.com. And if you're a pool service professional and you need more one-on-one help, you can join me on Patreon. For $10 a month, you can text me. For $20 a month, you can call and text me with any kind of problems. You'll also be invited to the group app, which will allow you to post questions to different pool guys that are on the app and gals that are on the app, and we answer your questions and help you with anything you may have. Also on Patreon, I'll help you with marketing. I'll help you with costs and bidding for pool service, and just about any other aspect of pool service I can help you with directly from that site. You also get a discount on your general liability insurance by joining me there, and you also get a free copy of my ebook. So there's some great benefits with joining me on Patreon. And also, if you join on Patreon, you can get 10% off the Riptide vacuum system. And to learn more about the Riptide, you can go to www.riptidevac.com. This is a great tool to get large leaf debris out of the pools that you service. And by joining me on Patreon, you'll get a 10% discount code for the Riptide pool vacuum system. So I hope you found this podcast informational if you're going to try to do your pool yourself, or if you're thinking about hiring a pool service professional. I hope you found the tips I offered in here helpful in doing that also. Thanks for listening to this week's podcast. Have a great rest of your week, and God bless.
The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show.